Hey guys, this is Drazu here, coming at you with my first regular commentary. This means that this battle is not live, it has already been recorded, and it's already been decided, and I'm commentating after the fact. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because this allows for the videos to be a lot shorter in length, and it also allows me to talk about some other things, things that don't necessarily relate to the battle that you're watching. And if you can tell by the title, I'm going to do that in this video. I'm here to talk about the Foresight Glitch. A fairly serious topic in the when it comes to the Battledome. I'm sure a lot of you are aware I recently underwent a tournament set in which I believe the glitch was being abused against me. Now, I want to make it absolutely clear that I'm not going to claim in this video or in the future that that glitch was actually in fact being abused. Because in reality, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that the movement pattern that signals the potential for that abuse to be taking place happened. And that movement pattern is where they alternate from being incredibly fast to trying to want to move first to going incredibly slow. And then on those turns, as they're going incredibly slow, those are the turns where they could potentially be trying to look at your next move. And that claim of mine wasn't being disputed. The opponent, my opponent for that set even said, and I quote, "I know it looks bad. I know it looks bad." That right there is recognition that the movement pattern being displayed was reminiscent of a glitch abuser. And that fact alone, regardless of whether or not it was actually being abused, that fact alone causes problems. And you have to consider the mentality. Consider the mentality as you watch your opponent make that movement pattern. The line of thinking becomes, shit, they're trying to see my move. What is the safest and most inconsequential combo I can make to minimize the damage done here? That's no longer making a decision based on what you think they're going to use. You're making a decision based off the assumption that what they're doing is a reaction to what you are doing. And then on the turns that they are trying to go first, assuming that they're trying to go first, you want to beat them to it. So you simply make a hasty decision that again isn't really based on what you're noticing. It completely derails any game plan and strategy. Any strategy breaks down and things just spiral out of control. And then it doesn't help when, on the turns where there's potential for foresight, the perfect counter to the combo you put up ends up being used. It goes down a very, very bad road, a road no one likes to go down. And this is how the Foresight Glitch can taint battle sets, even if it actually isn't being abused, as long as that movement pattern is present. And this is why I'm bringing this to people's attention, because this is easily avoidable. If you are in an environment where you know you're going to be slow on some turns, make sure you are consistently slow. Take your time on every move. Don't be afraid. Consistency in movement speed ultimately eliminates any potential for that glitch to occur. It eases any paranoia, and it allows us to get back to the strategy game that we all love to play. Because no glitch can cause as much frustration and as much divide in the community as the Foresight Glitch can. We need to be aware and on the lookout for these alternating fast-slow movement patterns, so that anybody who is actually looking to abuse this glitch in the future doesn't have any excuse for lacking said consistency. I understand, of course, that at some points in the fight, decisions take more time to make than others. This is obvious. But for that alternating pattern to persist throughout the entire match just shouldn't happen. It really shouldn't happen. And that's the main message I just want to convey to everybody in this video. And we need to be more aware of this so that we can be more accountable for our patterns, for our speed, our movement speed, because consistency, like I said, is ultimately what makes this problem go away. Now, briefly, I'm just going to talk about the this match that you're actually looking at. I want to commentate the match against 2K+1 here because it's an interesting ending. As you can see, it's tied up at 15 HP each, and I know that there will most likely be Merak-type Battle Ducks being thrown at me, but given the amount of HP that we have left, me putting up a counter to that, a counter that I have to that, would still result in a draw. So what I did instead is basically I used this defensive combo here with the Twisted Dark Dagger and the Wheel Shield on the off chance that he uses the frozen dagger scimitar combo, because if that combo is used here, then I would be able to gain a lead. I would gain a significant lead, and I would have potential to close out for the win. And I was okay taking this risk because the worst case scenario is the battle ducks are used, which you're going to see in a second, they end up being used. The worst case scenario there is I survive with a little bit of HP left, and then I can just go all out offensively and cause the draw anyways. So yeah, that was a really, really good match between me and 2K+1. Our matches are always like this. We're always like within a couple HP of each other, and it's always close to the end. 2K is a really good battler, so this type of match was not surprising. So that was a really, really good fight. So anyways, I just want to close out this video by saying that the Foresight Glitch can cause problems, whether it's actually being abused or not. And that we can all take steps, we can all value consistency to the point where the existence of this Foresight Glitch is a non-issue. Thanks for watching.